What are your plans and how are you celebrating the Valentine's Day with your family, friends, and your love? Becca Solutions, in collaboration with Sammy Flex TV, has done it again. It is the Vows Day special in Dubai with Sammy Flex. Coming this 9 to 16th of February 2023. Miniaba, with a lot of experience on the desert safari, Dubai Free, Atlantic's Water Park, Dubai City Tour, party in the club, and the yacht party. Now for you, yes, also the romantic dinner party. So package winning yeah, 13,000 Ghana cedis. So person new will be each dime back one. Nasa one kwana person would die at 14,500 Ghana cedi. Pick your phone, call us and book us now on 0243 514 732 or +971 559 494 061. Habibi, have fun with love.
Stop, spend. Hello people, now Tap Send is finally in New York. You thought we are not coming there. We are in your place. So what you have to do is to make sure you send money to Ghana. If you're in New York, families and friends in Ghana are waiting for you. Don't send it. All you have to do is to put in your information, sign up on the App Store or Google Play Store, and then you tap and send. New York, we are live and in charge, no excuse. So make sure now you use Tap Send to send all the money you want to send to the families in Ghana. You know what I mean? Tap Send. It's secure, it's fast, and it's convenient. Open day. Did I mention my name? My name is Calabos. The only boss. Wait, what then?
Download Tap Send now on Google Play and App Store. Tap Send. It's secure, convenient, easy, and fast.
To our final topic, where we want to move away from the gospel fraternity straight to the dancehall, where we find our brother who did the trends last week and still has started from today, Monday, is still in the trends. Charles Nyama Mensah, aka One Don, aka Shatta Wale. Over the weekend, the Hogbetsotso festival that happened inside the Volta region, going in for my good, sweet Ewe people. In fact, it was so beautiful. The lives of His Excellency Dr. Baumia was there, which in fact we did our first review on his booing, and then His Royal Majesty Nana Otumfuo Osei-Tutu II also was there. The Gamancha King Ni Taki Teko Churu the
His
second.
Royal Majesty Ni Taki Teko Churu.
Yes, the first or second? First or second?
First.
Okay. He was also there, and others, and other important dignitaries, they were all there, and this called for unity among the regions. It was so beautiful, and we have a little bit snippets of it. Away from that, the main topic about Shatta Wale, where the early beach he was supposed to perform, and a lot of people were looking up to him. Apart from that, we couldn't go to the Volta region sat behind our sets, all ready to see the performance of the magician. When I talk about magician, dancehall magician, Ghana music magician, to do his wonders. We waited and waited and waited. What was pulling Shatta Wale? He didn't perform. With a reason we don't know yet. Now, Onuya TV, same way Onuya FM and then Ebony Condoms has come. There is a story cited on 3 News that they have apologized for Shatta Wale no show at the Hogbetsotso Festival concert. Management of the Onuya Group and the Ebony concert wish to express their regrets and apologies to the thousands of people who thronged the Early Beach Resort at the Tegbi to be part of the Onuya Festival Train Beach Rave concert at the 2022 Hogbetsotso Festival for the inability of the headline artist Shatta Wale to perform as a publicized for November 5th, 2022. Shatta Wale, who had been billed to perform as headline artist and had agreed to do so, having signed a contract with the marketers and then Ebony Condoms, and subsequently appeared on the Onuya Mache with Captain Smart to confirm his participation at the event was not available to perform. It is interesting to note that Shatta Wale had shown up at the venue of the concert in the vehicle rented for him and his team by the organizers, yet could not be found afterwards. All efforts by two management teams to get him to come to the concert grounds to perform to the waiting crowd proved futile. This is what we have on the website of 3 News. And apart from that, this morning, Captain Smart also did a few narration where he also expressed his displeasure. He wasn't happy with a reason we are yet to find out. Let's go watch this snippet. Let's go watch this video. When we come back, we will do more discussion here on CTV plus Showbiz. It is.
We're a media house. Our only responsibility was to carry that entire show live. Ebony Condoms, Ghana AIDS Commission. I'm going to hire the services of Shatta Wale. I was here with Shatta the Friday before we left. And Shatta promised the whole world, say Obeba. No, it was a Thursday.
Yeah.
And on no can say Ebony Condom for Amani Bibi Kakra. Wajini Sikaneri. Shatta, why? You see, me, I like you. Honestly speaking, I like you so much. Stop such things that will kill your brand. And the other day you were on Entertainment 360 with Giovanni, and you said that about 7 shows you were invited, you took the money and you didn't go. No, my brother, I love you. Please. Media man from I didn't see you there. But our marketing executive, Andy, told me you came to vote Keta. You were asked to go to Jubilee Radio or Jubilee FM or Radio Jubilee for an interview. You said no. That was okay. If you don't want to go for an interview, that's fine. Before they could say Jack, you sat in your car, turned round, and went to somewhere. Nobody could tell whether you came back to Accra or you went to hide somewhere. And when over 30,000 people had gathered, look, I was shocked. Over 30,000 people. And the entire Early Beach Resort enclave, they even broke whatever. It was just a beautiful thing. I wanted my Shatta to come perform. But unfortunately, we don't know what happened. That's my brother didn't come. And you know what happened? Evans,
Okay, so this is Captain Smart. On also the kind of narration, all kind of side of the story, and with the way he's saying, honestly, myself, I haven't really heard him say the reasons why or the possible reasons why Intia Shatta aren't performing that day. And it's very, very great that I have Roland Amate of Roland's Report here with me, because over the weekend, voter region, bro, this is it. Narration, Captain Ekenye. What happened? Let's know the brief story. What happened?
Okay, Barry. So I was part of Team Shatta that went to Volta on Saturday for the beach rave. So what happened was that I when we got to the Volta region, when we got to Keita, and prior to even our communication from Accra to the place, we got there. We fortunately had a team from the organizers that came to meet us at the outskirts of the town, and like Captain stated in his earlier submission, we had people, a team from the organizers meet us, and the arrangement was that okay, so they were going to take us through to the place where we would rest.
Okay.
So that was the initial arrangement, and the fact that Shatta Wale was not ready for any interview or any form of pleasantries when it comes to that, and he was solely prepared for the performance bit of whatever arrangement that they made. So prior to that, we were ushered first into a radio station.
Okay.
Yes. So when they said follow us, that's what we thought was okay. We were going to find a place to rest, but then we were ushered into a radio station, and Shatta registered his displeasure of him not agreeing to any interview and all that.
Yeah.
And after, we found ourselves driving for about an hour in the Volta region without even knowing where we were even supposed to lodge. So that was part of the situation, and communication from Team Shatta to the organizers were not so straightforward and nothing. So moving around in circles after an artist had traveled about for over 2 hours to a place where he was supposed to perform. I wouldn't even say Shatta even saw the event grounds, because what per our understanding and what we also knew when we got to the place, we had even like passed the event grounds, even 30 minutes drive, even after we got there.
Okay.
So we had already driven like an hour, even round in circles, sat, so the team got tired and realized that actually communication of us getting to a place of rest was something that for whatever reasons that is known to the organizers or the team that came to meet us were proving futile. So the team thought it best to at least find how to excuse themselves, perhaps to save them from more distress and probably more disgrace. And it is very, very unfortunate. It is very, very unfortunate that this happens to Shatta Wale.
Yeah.
And especially whilst there are other headlines that connect him to some of these scandals. The fact that he's been billed for a show, had full payment, everything done, and he not showing up. But this time, I can hold brief a little for him and say that communication was much of a problem. Agreement breach was also another part of the problem. And also, like, some of these things are the things that, and also artist comfortability. You know, in our part, sometimes I am also an event organizer.
Yeah.
I am part of event team, and I, for one, would feel very bad as an organizer losing my headline artist at this particular point in time and in this nature without knowing whatever the cause would be. I would want to tackle my commentary from the apology that the Onya and the organizers released.
Okay.
You know, unlike Kes Daniel's case, when the organizers released a statement about Kes Daniel missing the event, they were very specific into details of stating that, okay, this were his demands. We were able to meet the demands to this point, to the extent that at this point he was also demanding for A, B, C, D, and we weren't able to give him, and he decided not to show up. So that is for the public or whoever is listening to the story to judge that, oh, assume or you could have gone ahead of this to still honor whatever agreement you had with them. But with even the apology and the story that Captain Smans narrated, I would say even from them it's very scanty and very shallow. Because you see, when you are saying you saw the artist in the town, I am tempted to ask, at what time did you see him? Did you see him during the hours of the event, or you saw him earlier? If you saw him earlier, what was the arrangement that you made to make sure he was comfortable? Where was the last place that you saw him? When was the last place that you met him? Because if you bill an artist to perform, and the moment the artist even touches ground, especially if it is out of the jurisdiction of the artist, let's say the artist is based in Accra and you build the artist outside Accra. The moment the artist gets into that particular place or that region, the artist now becomes your responsibility.
Yeah, definitely.
So the moment the person touches down, there should be constant communication to make sure, say, okay, I have even put in the person in this hotel. And when it was time for me to go and call him to come and perform, me call hotel.
Yeah.
So if you say that you took him to a radio station to go and do interview, and the guy said he would not do the interview, after that, what happened? After that, what was your approach again? So are you saying that after you took the person to a radio station to do the interview and he didn't, then he just flew off, and you come again and say that you did not see where he passed, who said whether he was still in town or he was out of town? I think they can do a better job with their narration of the story as to what actually happened. I am not so surprised that Shatta Wale even up to now has still not.
No, and apparently he's on live. Unless he's on Facebook.
Has still not probably not responded yet, because even he came on live. I think somewhere yesterday.
No, as I'm talking to you now, per my producers, they are saying that he's live expressing his displeasure.
So you see, I am saying I'm not even surprised that he had not come out earlier to even state his reasons why he wasn't there. But these are some of the things that I, who was part of the team and on the grounds, facing some of these things or experiencing some of these happenings. These are some of the things that I would say. So sometimes as event organizers, we break barriers, we breach contracts, and we give some uncomfortable moment to some of the artists. If we open up this conversation and you were at even the recent tidal rape, you understand what I'm talking about. Some of the distress that some of these artists went through even prior to climbing the stage. Some of them would want to conform and say, oh, Enyeshe, let me do it. Some of them probably might not have the heart and try to massage the thing for you, but they will go hard like how Shatta Wale did. But all the same, it is not a good practice for you to abandon a show, especially one that you are headlining, or for you to not honor a contract. But let's not always focus our focus on the reaction, but also let's tackle the action that came before the reaction. Then we can have a fair commentary about this issue. So if you ask me, this is what went on actually. Team Shatta Wale, I can confirm, went round in circles for an hour in Volta region when we touched down, without even knowing where they were going to lodge, without even seeing the event grounds to say that, okay, your mountain stage or this is even the place that we are going to have the event. So let's find a place. And I can also confirm that Shatta Wale got to cater in the afternoon. In the afternoon, whilst the event was happening in the evening. So if Shatta Wale got to cater in the afternoon,
at least he should have gotten a place to rest.
And he still could not. And you guys are saying that you still could not get hold of him or to know where he actually was. Then I'm hearing some people also saying that he did not come himself and that he sent some of his team members to be there to come and roam and all that. Whoever is saying this and would want to challenge, there are video evidences to it. Even before we all left Accra, and even on road footages, even and also at how do we call it? Even in Volta region when we got there, there are video footages and all that to it. So if anybody would want to challenge, then that's their own problem. But then this is actually what happened.
Okay, thank you very much.
But sorry not to cut you. I would also want to say congratulations to Hogbetsotso the third. That is the Ahomefia of the Anglo State for putting up such a spectacle. You know, it is one thing that we should commend them for. Especially looking at what some of these tribalistic issues how it has affected us as a country. And for him to have invited such prominent kings to his state, for them to bond and also make merry and also celebrate our rich culture like that, it is something that we need to commend them to. When you look at the beautiful display of culture, over the weekend in the Volta region, it is something that we must all be proud of. And if not for anything, that unity projection that they did, this is a clear understanding that aside politics, religion, and now tribal tribal issues, which we think are things that divide us, these chiefs or these kings are gradually trying to bridge that gap in terms of tribalism and preach that unity bond. So I would say congratulations to them, and big ups to, or congratulations to all the kings that honored his invitation to make this a successful. It was very, very beautiful regardless.
Okay, thank you very much, Roland Amate. Let's move to Kojokin Bra. From the angle, Captain Smart, Senana or Kasana expressing his displeasure now, without knowing, because according to him, and as per his submissions or his narration, he never gave any accurate reason why Shatta didn't perform. It felt like he has no idea. Well, where I'm sitting, I feel like he should have known better than talking like this. What is your opinion on this one?
Okay, I wouldn't be surprised where he is coming from, because you could say his institution is part of the event, and he made mention of the fact that some of his workers were handled by the aggrieved fans. So I may want to understand where he is coming from, without giving any instances as to what will even happen for Shatta to drive all the way from Accra to Volta region and return without performing after he reported on his show that he's been paid. One thing that we have to understand is organizing an event isn't a joke. It involves a lot of money, and most of our event organizers in our space here, most of them are not making profit. Most of them, after everything, they make losses, but they are still in the game for whatever reasons. And but in as much as it is difficult to organize an event, for instance, me, I've been complaining about most of our artists and their attitude that the reason why we are not seeing that mega event that we are always comparing ourselves to other countries is the fact that we don't love to collaborate. Our musicians, I think, needs to partner some of our seasoned event organizers. For instance, if Alodia has been in the game for so many years, so if he wants a certain day, Shatta, Stoneboy, or Sarkodie want to partner with Alodia, now Alodia will make sure he gets the venue, logistics, promotion, and everything. Then you guys should come on board. Let's play. Then after we split our revenue. But you don't have most of our people doing that. But yes, partnership is also a form of business. They can decide forever that you pay me and we do the event, and you can't blame them. The rest will be on just moral grounds. One thing I don't want both artists and organizers to feel is that they are doing each other a favor. It should be strictly business. So if I want to book you as an artist, I need to make sure that everything with respect to agreement is done properly. When you are you are showing up for the event, things that you need, everything and communication should be right.
That should be the key, actually.
That should be the key. It shouldn't be all the fact that I'm doing you a favor, artists feeling that maybe they are honoring the event because they are doing the event organizer a favor, or the event organizer also feeling that we are doing a favor to the artists. When it happens that, then we are forgoing the ethics, professional ethics, and doing things that we want. So what happened that Shatta Wale couldn't perform? According to Roland's narration, he was there. Why will an artist, after we making an agreement that when I come, I'm not doing A, B, C, D.
Okay.
Why do you push A, B, C, D on me? What happened to the people who received Shatta Wale? Are they the right people that were supposed to meet him? Because I want to believe that this issue could have been solved. And that is when we talk about experts, people who are well knowledgeable about organizing an event. If you don't have that knowledge, if you don't have that expertise, it might beat you, because at times certain things that we don't uncertainties happens that we need to save the face of the show. So for instance, let's say even they agreed that Shatta will go for interviews from what we have heard, and during the day Shatta said, I'm not running any interviews. Now, considering running the interviews and the main event, which one is prominent? That is when an event organizer will come in. Okay, now we don't have much time on our hands. Okay, let's save the image of the show. If Shatta is saying he won't run interviews, let's forgo the interviews and make sure the show happened. But according to what Roland is saying here, nothing of that sort happened.
Yeah.
They were running in circles, moving to radio stations or wherever without even knowing what to do. And they left. Now, if they really had a proper contract, per what Captain is saying, it means organizers did their part of the bargain. If that is the case, then they should take Shatta Wale to court.
Yes, they should take him on.
Because we do hear that this is not the first time. He even went on interview and said, yes, there are shows that he has received money, but never showed up because organizers breached their part of the contract. I remember Bliss on the Hills, media SL boss,
Yeah.
I remember he was in Kwewu, but never played. Up to now, have you heard that he's been taken to court and sued?
No.
So meaning, I can confidently say that organizers didn't do their work right. There should be that one test case that upon all the numerous allegations against Shatta, that he collects money and never show up. Let someone take him to court and he will be charged for us to see that he is at fault. Else all that we are saying will be mere emotions and morals. Yes, people have gathered, over 30,000 people have gathered. And Shatta, you didn't consider organizers, the money that they have spent, and you drove away. You could have looked into the issue and performed. All these things will be sentiments, morals, and emotions. Shatta can decide, I'm strictly going by business. If you breach the list of our agreements, I'm not performing. And he can do that. But if you think you have a better case as an event organizer, because when some of these things happen, it bruises the reputation of you, the organizer. You are building a business. What is the guarantee that next time when you post that you are bringing Sarkodie, you can do it?
Okay.
So you need to know that, hey, if some of this, I'm happy how Big Step handled the case of Kiss Daniel. When he failed to perform. They handled the issue, a press statement, followed the issue. They made sure that police are in. And the next day, they were able to compensate the audience. I think the statement out from the organizers is not detailed. And I don't like how they are handling the case per now. If they think Shatta Wale is at fault, they can't beat him, they can't do anything to him. They should carry their contract terms and go to the court and get him sued.
Okay, all right. Sammy, let's say also what you're not. You're picking some few calls, but now you're wrap here.
Okay. It's unfortunate. Such a beautiful occasion. And the icing on the cake should have been the dancehall king Sawano Ankasa Ebeko Gracie, the platform for it to be very complete. It's very, very unfortunate. I think both the organizer and Shatta Wale are to be blamed, both of them. Because on the part of the organizers, per the explanation from our brother here, it means that if an artist says he's not doing this, you don't put it on his neck. We all know, said, mostly some of this local tour helps with the organizers a lot. So to sign a contract with an artist, maybe I'm a kind of movie moon some phone or movie almost a movie for them promote to when you are signing a contract with the artist, did you state in your contract say we are best promote to movie no. So if actually it was that necessary for the organizers, say here that local tour now, it should have been a discussion before even Shatta Wale moves to Volta region. And yet at time will be drew and I don't know that kind of discussion. That is what brought all this about. And I know say no anti ama uja for ampe for going back, coming back to Accra. Now we have always talked of management team for artists. I believe a big artist like Shatta Wale should have his road manager sorting all these kind of things.
Yes.
His hotel,
where
he's going to sleep and all that before he even moves.
Yes.
So it shouldn't be a discussion where we get to Volta region, we don't know where we are sleeping. For crying out loud, Shatta is that big.
Yes.
Say,
it's a very big brand.
Say or Koa, he knows exactly where he's going to sleep. Baby or Koda. And this thing should be factored in management. But this is the same artist who says he doesn't need anybody, he can do his own things. So, and none of this without knowing where you are sleeping.
Implications of I don't want anybody around.
Yes. Yeah. And no, that's one of the things. And two, if this thing has happened as a bigger brand like Shatta Wale, don't wait for people to say things about you before you come explaining to us. Quickly, the PR work should come.
Sure.
Why are you not performing? So your PR team will put it out there. It is so clear that the organizer failed to do this. That's why I'm going back.
Yeah.
You don't wait for people to write a lot of stories about you, which at the end of the day, it goes against your brand.
Yeah. Because
me could Google about Shatta Wale, I will find say Shatta Wale called Volta region one perform. It's stated there. But after you are coming with all this explanation, now a lot of publications has gone wrong for your brand. So why didn't he bring out his your friend say? And one thing is, you'd confirmed to your fans on national TV that you'll be there. And Tisawako, Nase, and your man go ye with the organizers. Quickly let the fans know why you are not going to perform. Rather than to leave it like that, so we are open. And when the media report the information that they have, then you come saying, say, media is being biased. But at the end of the day, it goes against you.
Okay.
One moral thing that Shatta should have considered is, it is his own people. We all know that Shatta is half Ewe. So at least he should have considered the fans,
the religion.
Yes, the relationship with his people. Say, fine. If Shatta is not going for interview, be me for so I'm waiting for my performance. That's all.
Yeah.
Obient me for Shatta Wale say Shatta can get a hotel for himself quickly if he wants to. By the end of the day, just as Roland or no will choose the business side, but at least it is something that you are your own people, your fans, consider them and put them first. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is you be paid. And can no be my idea until all the other lapses from the organizers can be overlooked and consider your fans and your people and then put them at first, regardless of all the bad treatment and all those things that you I think Shatta should not give us the chance and the people chance to talk negative about him in this
Okay.
way. I think it's like a PR working on Juma faster, and can all of us will understand him from where he's coming from.
Okay.
Maybe because the organizers will even quickly rush to your friends say apologize to him or something like that for the fans, and also better say this is from the organizers part. Intina yenya Shatta on the show.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much. Could you your final words on this one?
Yes, Shatta in saying home sem back to back, but Oba be there. It is say organizers no almost boss almost take the issue forward. Me more fan kwese carpenter say na we am be complaining say and na artist say so I want to see say the case na ko ba bi say ko na say refund obeye and I say obetua mo ho no they are to save their image as organizers.
Okay.
Anya sade and na Shatta de na kan odibem.
Okay, all right. Sammy, what a few words beyond man. That's all.
Me, I think say Shatta should reconsider putting a great team for him as that huge audience to be able to deal away with this kind of to me it's not good.
Okay, Roland Neyenko.
I think regardless of whoever fault it is, I also think Shatta Wale as a brand or as an entity owes his fans an apology. It is something that he should do it.
Okay.
In fact, it is not about who is at fault, because to the fans, unfortunately, they don't actually care about whose fault it is, because the organizers promised them they were going to bring Shatta Wale.
Okay.
And Shatta Wale also did adverts, including interviews, to confirm, say you are coming.
Yeah.
So if you didn't come, regardless of whatever challenges that you faced or whoever fault it is, I think say he still needs to apologize to his fans, if not to the organizers, at least
His fans,
to the fans who came there expecting to see him now. Am I disappointed?
Okay,